Self-taught doesn't mean that you don't actually learn from something. We all learn from something. We don't just guess randomly. We're either reading books, watching DVDs, old school, I know, YouTube. We're all educating from one platform or another. There's this misconception within the industry that if you're learning from home or you're self-taught, that you're doing it completely wrong with zero guidance at all, and you're referred to as a scratcher. Let's just all admit one thing. If you're learning from home, be it through whatever method, it is actually more difficult for that person to learn. They haven't got somebody over the shoulder saying, you're doing it right, you're doing it wrong. They haven't got the curriculum that they're wanting to follow. There's so many obstacles in front of people, self-taught artists. It's a wonder that they ever even get there. However, let's just clear one fact up. Some of the best, and please check this, the best artists in the world are self-taught artists. That should be case dismissed. But it's not in the industry. It's a massive, boo-hoo. Groups of artists wanting to slag off or pin down or pull down and try and tarnish their reputation about people that are self-taught. But the fact of the matter, and it is fact, that some of the best artists worldwide are actually self-taught. So if you can't, or you're struggling to get an in-person apprenticeship, the traditional route, listen to this message. Don't let it dishearten you. There is other ways, and it is still achievable. It's going to be a lot more difficult, but it's proven from multiple people that you can make it right to the very top, despite what anybody else's opinions or their hearsay is. You can make a massively successful career within the tattoo industry learning from home. But there is 3 things that I think you must do in order to make that happen. First thing that I want to talk about is structure. Now, I'm going to use, because obviously you're on YouTube, you're watching this topic on YouTube, so I'm assuming, rightly so, that you've been looking at other videos on how to tattoo on YouTube. I think that's pretty fair to say. Is the structure. Now, the problem that we face when we're learning from home, self-taught, without following either a traditional apprenticeship in person or an online course, is you don't know what to learn and in what order. Now, what that causes, and I've mentioned it in absolutely loads of videos now, is you might learn lining one day, then how to apply a stencil, then setting your machine up, then shading, and you're constantly going round in circles, but not actually making progress in the fastest direct route possible, because there is a structure to the learning. You've got to learn things in the correct order. So if you're self-taught and you're just jumping around on YouTube, like I say, you're watching this video now, that is the thing that you're missing. Now, that's not to say just jumping around isn't going to get you to the end result eventually. However, there is a faster, more productive way of doing things if you've got the curriculum in place. It's going to get you there 10 times as fast, I dare say, if you're doing things in right order. Which leads me on to point number 2. Don't rush too far ahead at the wrong time. And I see this, I've taught hundreds of thousands of people now through my online teaching platform. And it is one of the most frustrating things for me, but I can understand why people want to rush. And by that, what I mean is they start doing all the fancy designs, wanting to jump straight into realistic portraits on day 3. And it's unrealistic expectations for the amount of knowledge and experience and time with the machine in the hand that these students have actually gained. There's like I said, point 1, there's the structure. There's also the ordering, the complexity of the designs that you do. So rather than focusing on the design, my point, and I'm a massive advocate of, learn the skills, the methods, the techniques first. And by that, we don't actually have to even tattoo a design as such. We can learn how to tattoo straight lines, curved lines, circles, cross-hatch shading, brush shading, whip shading. We can learn all those skills and become proficient in it just by doing drills. So it's not a fancy end result where you get to show all your friends, look at this design. You're focused on, look, I know that I need to learn this skill and I'm going to do this design that just focuses on that one particular skill. And I say that with like massive emphasis because what it does, and I'll use the straight line drill just as an example, if you wobble slightly, when you look at your mat, you think, fucking hell, look at that wobble. Look at that bit there. Look at that bit. It highlights every single mistake that you make. Now, although that might knock your confidence or whatever your mental process is, it also forces improvement because you can instantly see. Whereas cross-reference that to it, if you did a design with the same skill and ability with some mistakes in the line work, you kind of don't notice it as much because you're more focused and drawn to the design as a whole rather than the individual aspects of it. So there might be 3 or 4 mistakes in line work, but as a design, first glance, you think, yeah, that's really good. And it's like misguided. You start to get confident when really you should have been back at the beginning focusing on what you need to improve rather than doing the design. So that's the second point. Don't rush ahead. A massive emphasis on learning the skills, techniques and methods of tattooing following drills. The next third and final point that I want to make is the health and hygiene. It is a massive problem within the industry, and the so-called traditional artists that come up through an apprenticeship say that these scratchers, they haven't got a clue about the health and hygiene. It's a really simple thing to learn, and a majority of it is common sense. Now, on my course, we have a specific way of setting all those workstations up in a particular order that has a massive emphasis, and the main point of it is to make sure that we're learning in the correct way, which means we're not picking bad habits up. We're wrapping as stuff as machine. We're putting gloves on. We're not even tattooing a person. There's no blood to cross-contaminate, but yet we're still doing all the health and hygiene principles and methods even while learning. Because and then later down the line, when we're moving into a studio, opening his own studio, we've already got all those habits in place to make sure that we're doing things in the safest way possible. The other thing that you need to consider is start looking into and educating yourself on like bloodborne pathogens. Look into your local area, your local authorities to see what kind of qualifications, certificates that you need, things that hurdles you've got to jump over to allow you to be a tattoo artist once you're ready skill-wise. Depending on what they are, you apply the health and safety right at the beginning when you're learning. So as I'll use my course as an example, we learn how to set all this up before we ever even pick up a machine. What's point in tattooing if you don't know how to set your area up in a clean, safe way? So that needs to be like at the top of your priorities as well. Even though we're not tattooing people, it makes sense to build those habits right from day one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.